Today, I'm going to share with you my strategy to partner with restaurants, hotels, spas, any kind of physical business as a UGC creator. Hi, my name is Luis. I'm a UGC creator, and this year of 2026, I definitely want to dive in more into the travel content creation. Let's go. As I mentioned before, I'm a UGC creator, meaning I create content for brands for them to post on their social media or to run as ads, meaning I don't actually need thousands of followers. I don't need to be an influencer to do it. Basically, I just create the content and I sell the content for brands. That's basically what I do. And I have been doing UGC as a full-time since September of 2025. However, I was doing that before as a side hustle since September of 2024, which is crazy. That's when I actually became full-time and left my 9 to 5. And something that I already do is I create content for brands that are actually just physical or apps. But something that I also spark is like creating content for a small business, for restaurants, for spas, for hotels, right? Because those brands, they're brands too. They need content because nowadays, like everything needs content. If you are a business owner and if you're not on the internet, you really need to get your shit together, right? I wanted to explore more of this niche in 2026 because first, I want to travel. I want to travel, let's be honest. Like, I want to visit the world, and if I can also visit the world and creating a content like an UGC content for a hotel or for Airbnb or for a restaurant or for a spa, that would be so amazing, wouldn't it be? I actually have a lot of freedom right now and I do not complain, so do not take this as I'm complaining of my life. But when I mean freedom, I actually just wanted to experience the different places of the world, like on my own terms. Like, I don't care if I need to pick up a flight at Wednesday, I can do that, right? That's the beauty of working, making videos right now. So that's the second thing I want to do is just more freedom, like geographically per se, and not to be tied to physical products, basically. And third, let's just dive into strategy. As I told you before, all you need to start doing, you see that everybody can do if they want and if they have the drive, is to create a portfolio, add a couple UGC examples and videos in there, and start pitching to brands and put yourself in those platforms that connect brands with creators. So I'm taking the same approach from the UGC to do it for Travel UGC. Again, they're all the same, but this portfolio is going to be very tailored to traveling, to staying, and experiences. So for that, we're gonna need examples of some traveling, some experiences, some restaurants. And for that, we're gonna need examples to add on our travel experience portfolio. And right now, I have 3 examples already. One was a very cute cafe here in Chicago where I kind of pitched them without having none experience, like with in-person UGC, but they took a chance on me and I really love it. And the second collaboration they actually found through my Instagram, which was like very like, wow. So post your content, which was a spa. So they treat me and my husband for our anniversary to a floating therapy at the time. And it was just so relaxing. They really treat us as an influencers, although I'm not an influencer. But overall, the whole experience was just so much fun. And they did us like some oxygen therapy too, super cool. And the last and third example that I have is when I went apple picking with my friends. This one we actually just went to have fun. This was not sponsored. However, I just took the experience to record a couple shots. We are having fun, apple picking, playing some fall games, and at the end, once the day was over and I have like lived the moment, lived the experience, I ended up making a video like a TikTok that was kind of trendy at the moment with the Apple head. So for this portfolio, I wanted to have about like 5 to 6 examples, with a variety. Some stays, which I do not have one, but we'll get in there. Some experiences, which I already have. And third, some are like actually small business, which is the spa. And for the next example, I actually wanted to add as a restaurant, which brings me to Restaurant Week. So basically here in Chicago is happening something that is called Restaurant Week, where lots of like 5-star restaurants, most of restaurants here are in the Chicago area, are having a fixed price for lunch and dinner with a kind of more affordable price. So I'm super excited to go because this restaurant is going to be very different. It's an Ethiopian cuisine. I personally have never tried. However, what really brought me in to try, this type of cuisine is because they really wanted to immerse in that culture. So actually there is a plate that you actually have to eat with your hands. So I think this is gonna be so much fun, but also so entertainment, especially to put it in a portfolio as a restaurant. So I'm so excited. You ready for it? Let's come with me. Okay, guys, last night was actually so much fun. I have never experienced or like tried Ethiopian cuisine, and it was just so warm and so like cozy at the same time. And I don't know, there was something about eating with your hands. It was definitely a little messy, let me tell you, but it was just so like it was very good. I don't know, I really like the experience. So now that we have all this content, what are we going to do about it? So here are my step by step, my strategy behind it, right? First step, we're actually going to make this video for especially for TikTok. I know, but like listen out, everybody, at least me, when I try to go to a new restaurant or I'm trying to find something to, like to go to visit, I always go on TikTok about it. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but like I found TikTok just be way more reliable, more trustworthy. I mean, maybe not much trustworthy, but like you know what I mean. I'm just trying to really see how actually the experience might be, and I really feel like on TikTok I find those, like especially I'm gonna try a new restaurant and I see what the people eat, what was the service, what's the experience, what's the ambience. So that's kind of why I'm going to be posting on TikTok a very seasonal content about this restaurant. Second, I'm gonna be actually creating a video for my portfolio, an evergreen video. What is an evergreen content? What is an evergreen video? An evergreen video is like it's literally any other content. However, it's not tied to a seasonal, it's not tied to actually promotion, it's not tied to a sale, for instance, right? It's an evergreen. It's more like generic. So I'm gonna be creating another video, and this video I'm actually gonna be posting and be putting on my portfolio so other brands can see. And the reason why I'm putting again on my portfolio is for brands, when I reach out to other small business, other restaurants, hotels, they see my work. Finally, at the end, once I have those 2 videos, I'm gonna reach out to the restaurant via email or their social media because I kind of wanted to monetize. So I'm gonna be creating a very nice content, and I'm gonna be like, hey, so I actually just experienced Restaurant Week with you guys. I went there, it was amazing, and I created this video here. But my video is gonna be watermarked. That's very important. And then you can portray yourself as positioning. Like I wanted to reach out to you in case you like to purchase the license for these videos, and you can promote them on your organic social media or as ads. And at this point, I don't have any kind of guarantee the brand or the restaurant might say yes or no. However, what I have found most of that is they even give me a free meal next time. Like I'll take it, as especially in this phase where I'm building my portfolio, the more the merrier. I'm getting experience, I'm getting different angles, I'm getting different locations. So why not? And that's going to be my strategy to partner with hotels, restaurants, spas, any kind of type of small business that I actually have to experience something to be in person with them. If you like this content, just make sure you subscribe, you like it, you share with your bestie, and I see you next. Beijos, bye!